Hello, everyone. This is going to be a Wellness Wednesday post, but it's going to be a spiritual post. Okay. So, I want to talk to you guys about something that I had a conversation with another person about. And really, when it comes to the spiritual world and the spiritual things that happen, a lot of people don't realize that spiritual attacks happen, and then when they happen, a person is left feeling like, am I crazy? What do I do? Why did this happen? And if you are undergoing a spiritual awakening and you are really conscious of the fact that there are forces that are for you and forces that are against you, you can become open to attacks from the forces that are against you. This is why I tell people, don't play with things that and you don't know what you're playing with. Don't just jump into something because you think it's trendy, it's the next thing. I see on these apps all the time, people are saying stuff about they practice all of these different things, and somebody all of a sudden starts doing it, right? I I'm very thankful for my gift, and I'm thankful for the fact that I have been walking with it my entire life. And I know and I've seen the fact that these spirits are real and they can interact with you in the physical. You can see them, you can have conversations with them. They can come through the portals that you open up in your life, and people don't even realize they're opening these portals. People don't even know how to close the portals. People don't know how to protect themselves. But baby, let me tell you, once you open a portal and you start interacting with them, they can interact with you. It is not one-sided. When you have people who come into your life and they have all of these spirits with them that are attacking them and eating them up, and that you let that person and all of their spirits come into your space, and now you interact with them and you exchange energy with them, you are also mixing those spirits. And people don't realize when they mix those spirits, some of those spirits stay with you when that person leaves. They don't all leave when the person leaves. And most of you don't know that you now have that new spirit with you. You don't realize it. You wonder what's happening with your life. It's because you picked up a spirit that don't even belong to you, don't need to be with you. But it's with you now because you interacted and intermingled with that person. Okay? Spiritual warfare and spiritual work is extremely important, and it is extremely dangerous. That's why some people don't make it out. That's why you have some people who are in mental institutions. That's why you have some people who are in prisons. That's why you have some people, I know one person in particular, cannot be in regular society. Always fighting these spiritual attacks. And then people think, oh, I go to church, I pray, or whatever. You have opened a portal. You can go to church every day of the week. If you're going to a church that's not dealing with what you're dealing with, or doesn't even know how to assist you with what you're going through with these spiritual attacks, that's not going to help you. This is why when I say do the work, do the root work, I'm saying doing the root work on you and what you have done and why you have these attacks. It's just a very important thing. Now, let me speak on when I say opening portals, because some people don't understand how they open portals. There's a lot of books out there from a lot of different religious practices where they talk to spirits as part of their religious practice. There are people who have been initiated into these religions, and therefore they know the way to contact the spirit, and they also know the consequence of contacting the spirit. And then they have Johnny Go Likely, who's like, you know what? I need some money. I'm going to call on this spirit too. Ooh, I'm going to do a spell. Ooh, I'm going to do this. And all of a sudden, they're like, hey, it works. I got some money. Yay. And then other things start happening. There's a price to pay for the interaction that you have. Do you think these spirits are just giving you stuff with nothing in return? That's not how it works. That's not how it works. There's always an exchange. So now you all of a sudden like, I got this new thing going on. I don't know why this is going on. It's some kind of attack. I'm in my bed and I'm feeling some weird things happening. And you're like, I don't know what, I don't know why. Well, you just signed a contract, baby. You signed a contract that you weren't aware of, and you opened a portal and you told this spirit that I am willing to interact with you for this piece of change. And now that spirit is interacting with you because you have opened a portal into your life and you don't know how to close it. I know you don't know how to close it. That's why you're having the issues. Right? So this world, this earthly plane that we're on is really shifting. The vibration is changing so much. And I know there's a lot of people who always tell you the good side of that is now you can manifest anything you want, which is true. You really can manifest anything you want. This is a beautiful time for creating the life that you so desire, right? But there's some other things that you have to be aware of. And when you see the cases of people unaliving themselves, rising, you're wondering why. And you're like, oh, they just obtained this big dream and stuff. Oh my God, why did this happen? There's some contracts being signed. There's some portals being opened. There's some things that are happening that they aren't prepared for, that they haven't spent their entire life working on. And they're making what I call rookie mistakes. Okay? That doesn't mean that you're a horrible person. It means you're just walking in a space that you aren't prepared to walk in. I tell people, don't do it. As you grow in your spiritual walk, you do different things, you'll be more able to handle things, but you got to know you can't just be doing something because somebody made a video and they're like, oh, I do this, I write this down. Okay. Now, yes, do I have things that I do? Do I have prayers that I say? Do I have meditations that I do? Yes. Do I interact with spirits? Yes. But I've been interacting with spirits my entire life, literally my entire life. So this is not new for me. I understand the different levels, right? And that's why I'm saying this to you guys. Be extremely careful. Don't jump on the bandwagon. And that's also why videos like my video here may not get as much of a play, but I know it's going to reach someone who is in dire need of hearing what I have to say. Okay? And that's why I'm making it. All right. So first thing is, if you have opened a portal and you experience some change in your life, first thing I want you to do is to remove the mirrors from your house. At least turn them backwards, right? That's the first thing I want you to do. Just to start you on closing some portals. Now, I can't tell you everything to do because this video might find somebody who doesn't need it. Doesn't need all the information. First thing I want you to do is take your mirrors down, turn them around backwards, or cover them up. All right. Have a great one. Bye.